Good morning and Happy New Year to anybody that happens to be up, awake, and watching, which doesn't seem to be anybody, but hey, we're here. That's all that matters at the moment. Holding on to my magic 8 ball. No, not the kind you are thinking of, probably. For those of you who are still hanging on to the threads of last night. Not saying anything, just being silly. Just want to wish everybody a happy and healthy and prosperous new year. Oh, Danny boy, just to dig in. First one in my house. Mugga, mugga, mugga. We're not at the house today. Well, we're going to pretend that we're not at the house today and that we're going to continue the party from last night. That was happening at the JP's Tiki Bar. Mama's Gun Creating in the house also. Mugga, mugga, mugga. They had this showing up at JP's because we all painted this on New Year's Eve with Karen Wade and Swifty. They had a painting party and we all painted one of these, and she had a sign that you could put anything on there. So my sign says, I always do this the wrong way, but mine says Clam Bake, Brewers Bungalows, and Adventures with Swifty. And the Tiki Bar is JP's Tiki Bar. I cleaned it up a little bit more. The little wave on the wrong hand. The wave on the surfboard was very rough at the end of the stream, so I definitely touched it up. I did some outlining to help because when I first did it, it was all kind of choppy. You know what I mean? Like brush, and it didn't really connect. So I cleaned her up a little bit more. I did the little drink. I outlined it a little bit more so that you could see the ice cubes and the umbrella and the drink. And I also made sure to go around the words on my sign so that they were a little bit easier to read, because I have so much shit on my signs that I don't even have gaps in between the sticks that are supposed to be going whatever. But hey, it is what it is, and we are continuing to party here at the beach. And feel free to wear whatever you want. Everybody have a good New Year's Eve. We obviously stayed in. If you said we went to a bar, we did. I, being we, went to JP's bar and hung out with the awesome people that were there last night. And then I feel bad because I bowed out not even 12:30, I think. I left because I was exhausted, and I went to lay down, and I totally spaced, and I mean this with most sincerity. I totally spaced that I wanted to go and hang out with Robert and Melissa because they did almost a 24-hour live stream segment that we did a couple of years ago. Well, they did, I think they did a midnight to 3 segment last night, and I feel bad because I had to go lay down before the baby woke up. The Apple Dumpling Gang. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen that in forever. Is that what Tim Conway and the guy with the googly eyes? We stayed home, ate tacos, played video games, and watched YouTube channels, live streams. Nice. Just after midnight. Sweet. Yep, I was at the bar. We all were there to say Happy New Year's to everyone. for the most part, the people that I can remember. When I go up on the screen, I can never see the chat. So I try to do it the smart way and have my iPad with me so that my cell phone, I hit the StreamYard link to go on their panel, and that's where I normally can't see the chat. However, if I have my iPad, I can not only see the chat, but I can communicate with. The only thing with that is I'm always like, when I seem to, always be looking down because, that's where the iPad is. Can you grab him, baby? Thank you. Little Sprout's just waking up from his morning nappy poo. He was a little off last night. He's actually been sleeping pretty much through the night. However, it always seems like when I have plans like to hang out or whatever, yada yada, that's when the kid wakes up. Okay, because I laid down last night about 7:30, something like that. Not long after I put him down, I said, you know what, I'm beat. I'm gonna go for my first sleep. Then when I wake up, I can go hang out at whoever lives is there. You know what I mean? He ended up waking up at like 9. So I'm wondering if people in the neighborhood might have been thrown off of some fireworks. Well, I didn't hear it, but I heard him. So, and he wasn't calming right down, which was odd. Like I was rocking him and it wasn't satisfying him. So I'm like, no, maybe he's thirsty. So I took him out with me because I didn't want to put him in the crib and have him have a meltdown. So I took him with me, and Grandpa held him while I went and grabbed him some milk from the refrigerator. And he only drank a little bit of that, actually. He didn't even drink a whole bottle. He drank like a quarter of a bottle. Good morning and Happy New Year to Uncle Bill. Papa Rouse, what's in the dirt is in the house. Good morning. Gentle mugging. I made it's that time of year. Sorry. It's that time of year. So I decided, hey, let's do easy peasy. And I did a nice pork loin in the crock pot. Cut the pork loin was probably like a pork roast, I should say. Loin is thinner. I cut the roast in the 3 segments. Pan seared the fat layer on the outside, which was very thin anyways, but I don't know why I did it, because when it's in the crock pot, it's gonna be loosey goosey anyways. But I just kind of wanted to hopefully give it the appearance and the crispiness that would help go into the flavor or whatever. It was delicious. We still got some, so I was gonna say that's probably gonna be lunch, but it's probably gonna be his lunch. Because he came home yesterday with some pastrami, so I'm probably going to make a pastrami and cheese salami. And I'm not sure if the baby will eat it. He seemed to be, how can I say this, sucking the juice out and then spitting it out of every, of the pieces of potato, pieces of corn, pieces of green bean, and pieces of pork. So, Bill, we are not in the normal padded cell. I mean, appearance-wise, we are, but we're still hanging out on the beach. It's going to be an outdoor session. We are hanging out at JP Sticky Bar. They were very, very proud of my painting at the bar, obviously, because when we all got together at Swifties to hang out and do that painting, they had the sign, and she said, "What you all gonna put on your sign?" And I said, clam bake. again, you're on the beach, right? So, clam bake, Brewers Bungalows, Adventures with Swifty. So that way there you can say, hey, the munchy areas over here, the hut to take a nappy poo is over here, and if you want something to do, you go check out Adventures with Swifty. And of course, you can't have a tiki bar without it being JP's bar. So that's how that all came up. And they are all like enamored over it. So again, yay. Wasn't doing it for kudos. But hey. So yeah, I'm happy with how it came out. I painted the background first, well, which is what you normally do, but I did the whole background blues coming down into like the lighter color and then onto the beach before the stream, because last time we tried to do the Highland cow, the baby kept waking up. So I wanted to at least have the basics down, which he did wake up this time too. However, not during the Swifties stream. So then I just kind of went from that. Nice. See, I had planned to do my first sleep, wake up, and then go hang out with them from like midnight to whatever, because that's how I would normally be up. However, I really did not get my first sleep. Like I said, I did lay down, but then he woke up for whatever reasons. Could be fireworks in the neighborhood. I don't. Could have been the rabbits under the house. I didn't hear anything but him. So I was up from that point on. I said, screw it. And like I said, I went to the bar. I hung out there till at least 20 past 12. And at that point, I was just tired and fried. That I had to go lay down because I was afraid that he would be waking up, which he did at one point too. But I think it was because he lost his binky, so he was sitting up crying. So I just grabbed him, scooped him up out of his crib, and rocked him until he fell back asleep again. And put him back in the crib and laid back down. I wasn't going to take any chances of losing sleep by going to hang out in the in-between room and then have him really wake up. Actually, you know what? I think when he woke up, it was probably more like 3:34, and I was like, no. Thinking it was earlier than that or whatever, and that he lost his pipe. So I think he started to wake up like maybe possibly normal time or slightly earlier, and then I just rocked him back to sleep, thank God. Hubby's in the house. He has the baby. He just went and got him. Why does it sound like he has what I think he has? I can hear him clapping together two pieces of metal. Sorry, I just shoved one of those butter cookies that we still have. Dana Reed's in the house. Happy New Year. First mugging of the year. Mugga. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's semi-quiet. I know it keeps them quiet, but still. We have to get him something that screws together for himself. Coffee's brewing right now. Nice. I can pretty much smell it. We haven't used a drip coffee maker in... I don't even know if I've ever used one while I've been with Pick. I used to have one. I used to have the Mr. Coffee. We have like 2 Keurigs, actually. We have our own, and then we have a red one that we got from Sandra's. I myself, I mean, they're all cool and everything, but they don't make like a good size mug of coffee. It's like you have to have one of the, the teacup kind of short and squat kind of coffee. Not quite cappuccino, but it ain't my mug. You know what I mean? I like my mug. Of course, in all honesty, this is not supposed to be allegedly a coffee mug. It is a soup bowl or chili or soup mug. But, I like that. I like the whole yummy. Yummy, yummy. Thank you, Papa. Mine's slightly, I'm sure everybody's is slightly different. You know what I'm saying? I loved Karen's picture. It's not a picture, painting. But the trunk aspect was odd to me. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to make mine not... I mean, it has segments on it, but it doesn't look... It doesn't look like a pine cone or... You know what I mean? Like her things were almost separated. They have the gap in between it. So it almost looked like bells. Actually, kind of reminded me of terracotta stuff on your roof. You know what I mean? Which I'm not saying there aren't palm trees out there. Actually, I even looked up palm trees. I painted a coconut palm because that's what she had, coconuts in her tree. There are different types of palm trees. There are the little squat ones that look like, not to be politically incorrect or whatever, but they look like little short little Indian in blankets because they're all squat and all pickly. And then they have 4 to 6 fucking shoots that come up. Thank you. Oh, because of my mug? Like I said, I don't brew it. We do the instant. When we go camping, it's, a pan. Like a pan you would make chicken noodle soup in or whatever. Just like a 2-quart pan on the stove. And that when I used to make the baby's formula, I would heat up the water. Not even... Like, I know, stick my finger in it. Yep, that's warm enough, la, la, la. Take from there and then continue with the boiling process for him and I to have coffee. Definitely do the Maxwell's instant with the granules. Yep, this is true too. I've had some coffee cups. Oh my God, let me just tell you right now. See, I have my sensation, and I know it is hot to me as opposed to what he feels is hot. Um, and I don't know, sometimes microwaves vary. Well, when they say some microwaves vary, they do. Because I had a cup one time. I think it was like a thinner material, a thinner walled cup, if you will. And I usually put my cup of water in for 2 minutes in the microwave, and it's hot. It's hot enough for me to, blow on for maybe the first sip or two, and then it chills out. Especially if the more milk you add to it, the quicker it. See, when you only do a splash, it's like burns your tongue because the milk helps cool it down. Good morning and happy New Year to JP. JP, I was flashing. I wasn't flashing. Let me fix that whole thing again. I was showing the tiki bar because we are not in the padded cell today. We are continuing the party from the tiki bar, but I was showing them that I kind of like cleaned it up a little bit. I outlined the surfboard better so it doesn't look so choppy. The wave on the surfboard looked way cleaner. And I also did the lettering, outlined the lettering on the sign with some black marker. And that makes it a lot easier to read. Of course, not when I'm holding it the wrong way. And I also was able to add a little more detail to the umbrella and the drink and the 2 ice cubes floating in the cup. So I cleaned it up. Oh, and I added a little birdie flying way up in the sky. Yeah. So, party is still going on at the bar. I cleaned it up some, so I'm much happier now that you can actually read the sign without having to be like, what in the hell does that say? Even with the smallest brush I have, I try to make like a pencil line is so damn hard. But I proved while painting that painting at the Swifties that, remember how she was saying you make a boo-boo, not a big deal. You can, take a napkin with water and wipe it away or whatever. I just paint right over. Like the first time I started to write JP Tiki Bar, it just looked like a fucking ass. So I just painted again over, same color that the sign is, and then you just do it over again. JP, what was the name of that stuff everybody was drinking last night? Was it called Antler? I was trying to tell my husband, trying to explain to it, and they said that Rose had some and you had some. I think Brewers had some, possibly Thomas. But it looked like antlers on the bottle. Stag. What was it? Was it bourbon? Risky? Stag. Now. Oh, that's an idea. Oh, only you and Rose had it. Okay. For some reason, I thought Jeff whipped his out. Talking drink. If he whipped it out, I was like this. I know he tweaked his nipples a couple of times. It was a fun night. Oh. Bourbon. Okay, that's what I thought. Because, in my head, I started singing the fucking song from George Thorogood. I drink alone. Apparently not. That was a good night. Sorry I missed some of it, but if it wasn't for the baby waking up, I might have missed it. So that was one good part. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. So I can't hold a tune, which is why I hum. Hubby said he saw George Thorogood in concert, and he said he totally sucked. So I don't know if he was wasted, if he was trashed, or whatever, but I think between the sound system and whatever, he said, like, that song sucked. In the concert, it didn't sound anything like what you normally. But then again, live performances aren't supposed to be, because then they would be lip syncing for the most part. But he said that was one of the worst concerts that he's ever been to, was a George Thorogood concert. So. And then I heard too back in the day, not like now, well, they're old people now, but they're still rocking. Aerosmith, I heard back in the day, Steven Tyler, would show up and be totally trashed also. So you can only take so much. But apparently not, because, hey, they're still rocking in their fucking 60s. And Metallica, we seen them on Sanatorium tour, I think it was 2000. Awesome. Couldn't understand him or the music because it was loud or because he was garbled. Because he was cockneyed? I know I'm talking like he's right in the room, but he's like right behind the non-Bob Ross painting, or so I would think, if he's got the baby. I don't want to curse anything in garbled. So they had a sucky sound system. And he was wasted, he said. I remember one time we went,
they couldn't play, he couldn't sing, he couldn't do anything.
Well,
it sucked. Worst show I've ever seen.
Yeah. That sucks.
Come on, him.
I think my worst experience was I took my kids to see Mariah Carey, which is right in the town that we lived in. It was her music box or circus, whatever, tour. So pissed. So heartbroken for my kids because it was not that I've been to like a bazillion concerts. She didn't even have like a first band. She didn't have like an opening band. This dude comes on stage and he tells us something about, I don't know if it was bullshit or not, but he said that like Mariah and her band were playing somewhere, yada, 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 and he was homeless. And like she hired him. So we pay all this money. And again, I don't mean to sound like a douchebag. We pay all this money to see Mariah fucking Carey. There was supposed to be somebody else on that bill too, and they ended up backing out because Mariah was a douchebag and wanted it to be an intimate concert. So anywho, the whole first show time frame was spent by listening to this homeless guy that was taken in by Mariah Carey and given a job. And I don't even know. I think he was like doing magic tricks or trying to do like working with the audience type freaking deal. Then when Mariah did come down, I think she was sitting on like this big lake ring. I was hoping she fell, but no, no, not really. I was not a happy camper, and I swore, whatever. I swore in the yellow pages that that I would never, ever pay another dime for anything that she made, whether it was music, a CD, tickets to a concert, nothing, because what a fucking waste. It was a charm bracelet tour or something like that. It was a charm bracelet tour, but yet her whole setup was like we were at a circus. So weird. I don't know who thought of all that shit up, but yeah, did not make sense. I always played guitar better drunk, sounding amazing. Next morning, listening to the tape recording. Well, I told it all. Do not play drunk. Well, that's the same thing with people that go out and have a couple beers and it's karaoke happening at the club because, you know, no one can afford to pay a cover band. So you're putting like 4.5 on your cocktail napkin. Ooh, no. As people go up there and try to sing because, you know, alcohol gives you big cojones. Yeah, mine too. I've seen a concert right in my city in a parking lot where they call it Arms Park or whatever it is, that they actually had concerts during the summertime and shit. But I saw, who the hell did I see? Now I'm trying to think about it. Was it Loverboy? Might have been Loverboy and somebody else down in the, yeah. And then I saw BB King. We went to see BB King, me and my ex, and he ended up taking off into the BB King bus with some other bitch that he knew of, but I don't know. I think they were in there having a fucking wonderful time while I was standing up. Bon Jovi, I saw Bon Jovi. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He was like for me to my porch door, away from us in the same aisle. That was when he was like strapped and flew. Oh, we were like, ha, holy moly. Yeah. Bon Jovi. I've seen Twisted Sister and Dawkins. Weird combination. I seen an outdoor concert too, which was like a bunch of people and shit, but I remember like the toys, and I can't even remember now. I think I've seen Aerosmith once. I've seen Metallica once. Well, Metallica was at their concert, so it was like Metallica and Korn and Power Man 5000 or whatever it was, and there were so many bands there. I can't even tell you how many groups that played for that Sanitarium tour in 2000. Oh, awesome. Grateful Dead concert. Never been to great. I have been to one and only like a reggae fest up in years ago. But it was somewhere up in Vermont called DeKalb Country. It would say you got like 15 miles left, and it seemed like we were still on the road for 2 hours. And I'm like, what is it? Is it a country mile? Is it different? Is it like football? Is it 5 minutes being 5 minutes, or is it five fucking football minutes, which could be an hour? You know what I mean? Is it measured by a freaking hickory stick? But yeah, hot. I swear we were in like multi-layered cow field. Very, very, very hot. I remember a fire truck coming in and hosing people down. Was I into reggae? No, I went with my brother and his. I don't even know if they were married at the time. Fiance slash ex-wife, wife, if they would have been together, but I think it was before they got married. Yeah, so it was just an experience I never had before. So that was my first free for all. It's like everybody was just like smoking and passing it to, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? I was like getting the trifecta times 6. I was like, yeah, but I do. Freddie Fender, Osmond Brothers, John Schneider, from Bo, from Luke Duke, from the Dukes of Hazzard, John Denver, and the Moody Blues. I've always wanted to go see Pink. It's just something I like. Am I into women? No, but yet I like music that's danceable, music that has meaning and soul and all of that stuff. And I don't know. I've always liked Pink's music. Yeah, I don't have any one. I like music that makes you kind of like move regardless. Like you could be sitting there, and whether your foot's tapping or your head's bobbing or your hands, whatever, if you start chair dancing, you know what I mean? It's good music. And that's all I care about. But I'm not like big on country. I'm not saying I've never heard a country song or, do I line dance? No. Have I done the electric slide? Yeah. Have I done the hustle in the Holy Gully and the Alley Cat? Yeah. Aging myself. I know. It's actually been a long time since doing anything like that. My old boss used to sell grilled cheese. He wrote chess, but grilled cheese to him, and the wife could follow the Grateful Dead around. Nice. That's cool. I thought of like if I ever had like a food truck thing, which is still on the back burner. The thing that you would always, that would sell no matter where you were, usually, would be pizza, ice cream. So I would probably sell pizza by the slice, make it easier, you know what I mean? Pizza by the slice, and I think I would go with the hard ice cream over the soft serve, because anytime you ever try to get a soft serve ice cream, the machine's always broken. And I think hard ice cream would probably last a little longer. But I would think, to do like a pizza truck, like hot on one side, cold on the other. Okay, so you have your pizza on one side, your hot yada yada on one side, cold on the other. Then, if I were to stay in New England and do this, you can flip it up towards the colder months and do the grilled cheese soup. And then you can still have whatever Ice cream. We still eat ice cream in New England in the winter, so I still drink iced coffee. So, but yeah, that would be something. You got to make sure that again you could do the sausage and onion pepper link grinder, whatever you want to call it, or you could do even cheaper and do just hot dogs. You know what I mean? Do pizza and hot dogs and ice cream, and then you do grilled cheese, soup, and I don't know, fried dough maybe. And then you just go to where things are going to be happening. Like in the wintertime, you can go to where there's going to be like snowmobile races or ice fishing derbies, stuff like that. People would be like spending a fortune for hot chocolate and coffee, freaking apple cider donuts or old fashioned donuts, you know what I mean? On the ice that you're making right there. Fresh. I know it's not Krispy Kremes or whatever. But you want glaze? We can glaze them too. It's a pipe dream. That and owning I always wanted to do like a either campground and or not so much a campground, but say 6 to 8 cabins and then the main house, which you could also rent rooms like a bed and breakfast type thing in the house part, and or not have that part be a bed and breakfast, but have people from my family that might help me run the place have place to be in the house. I think that would be freaking great. Have like a little golf cart so that you drive from cabin to cabin every morning and pick up their bag trash that you ask them to put out first thing in the morning by a certain time or whatever. You don't want it overnight because you don't want the animals to get it. Then you just pick up their trash, put it in a big dumpster that gets, picked up. Same thing with laundry. You have a laundry area specifically for the linens and stuff for your your cabins, but also be accessible to your clients so that they don't have to go outside if they want to do laundry. They can do their laundry right there in your facility. We have 3 food trucks in our farmers market each. Nice. See what I'm saying? That's definitely if you wanted to, let's say, retire, which it's not really retiring, but then again, if it's something that you like to do, why the hell not? Like I said, get a food truck, install a pizza oven. Either that or you need a kitchen where somebody's making your pizza. You go and pick it up for your next scheduled stops. You know what I mean? But I think the best bet would be to have a pizza oven on the truck, chests on the other side with the ice creams. You know what I mean? Underneath your countertops or whatever. That way there, who you're manning the ice cream requests, hot stuffs on the other side. So yeah. I would love it. I would really, really love it. Yeah, I was thinking of back in the day, a couple of years ago, this doing a traveling snack truck, like an ice cream truck, but with different things in it. But again, you need to rent a kitchen or something because your kitchen has to meet the criteria to be able to make certain foods to be able to sell. There are other things that you can make that you don't have to have like a licensed kitchen. Like I'm sure you can make cakes and muffins and stuff like that. But when candy, you can make candy. I'm sure fudge and cookies and brownies and shit like that, and sell that. Rice Krispie treats, all that fun stuff. But I was thinking it again, schematically speaking, if we were to move from the north and go wherever, you want to be able to have whatever the clientele that will be coming to your food truck. You want it to be something that they are familiar with or like. And I don't know a whole lot about North Carolina, but I did look up some things because I was thinking about that shit a few years ago, and something about you guys are into, like, I guess there's a some kind of cherry bottling company or cherry drink that it's like the thing from North Carolina, so I would have to have like fucking cherry stuff to have them be like, hey, because I'm a Yankee, so you want to make sure you're catering. Really? And everybody loves pizza for the most part. Korean, Chinese, street tacos, gourmet mac and cheese, burgers, gyros. Yeah. But again, food truck's not cheap. But I was thinking of, it's a good way of still getting out and about and meeting people, but yet also meeting their needs. But it would be cool too to be able to find like a little place on the side of the road that you can just pull up to and open shop. I'm sure you would need some type of food vending license to be able to operate. But yeah, it would definitely be cool if you could score a spot where you knew, like for shits and giggles, outside of vape stores. You know what I mean? Outside of head shops or in the vicinity. Right? I don't think I've ever been. I think I've driven by one or two, but I don't think I've ever stopped and bought produce. I'm gonna take that back. I think we got corn one time and something else from a side of the road type stand. So yes, I'm kind of iffy about buying eggs. The gourmet lemonade, gourmet flavored pops, and mobile wine trailer too. What? Oh my god. Pops, flavored pops. As in lollipop, cake pop, or soda pop. Hey, babe, feel free to give him some pulps or some of his nips. Oh, way back in the day, guy, when I was like less than a teenager. Yes. Ashew's Garden. The guy, well, it was Queen City Farms. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, you're right. I again corn. Yeah, because I'm not at the time when I was a kid. Not that I eat much more as an adult, but I was a picky veggie eater. So we're talking corn on the cob, yellow beans or wax beans, yellow string beans, lettuce, and cabbage. Now I eat like broccoli and cauliflower. I don't do any of the gourds. I don't do like squash and turnips. I don't do eggplant or any of the summer squashes and yada yada. No, no, I don't do zucchini. Soda pop, Twister fizz. There you go. Like Park Rat Pat says, I'm gonna have me a sody fizz. Yeah, when my cousins moved from New Hampshire to Michigan, and they were there for some years, and they came back for a visit, and we died with the accent because everything was like, okay, let's see, socks. Socks were like sacks, like they said it with an A. The fuck else did they say? Yeah, they said sody pop or something, or pop. We had to gonna go to the store and get us a pop, a sody pop or whatever. I think it was just pap, like a pap smear. Wasn't even pop, okay, because it was like it had an A accent. Picking weeds for $2 an hour in the Ashew's Garden. Like, see, back in the day, we used to call it soda tonic. If you were to go down south and ask for tonic, they'd probably send you in the hair care aisle for, they need some hair tonic. I don't even know what the fuck, what would the hair tonic be? Is that like the slick it back? Is that like Grecian formula for everybody? Yeah, much more than produce. Any locally made. I was gonna say, I thought, yeah, that you could find like blankets for shits and giggles, you know what I mean? Or stamped aprons or freaking mittens and hats. Did I say mittens and hats? Right, like seltzer water, right? Gin and tonic. Gotcha. Yeah, same thing with like we say grinders. Grinder, you ask for a grinder, gonna send you to the small appliance aisle. You know what I mean? They're gonna, you ask for a Subway, they're gonna send you to go meet a train. But so yeah, you have to say like hoagie or sub, right? A sub sandwich? No, I just said a sub would be like, what the fuck do you call them? A hoagie, or like a gyro, or a wrap. It's funny. We'd be like, people would be like, yeah, you're definitely fucking Yankees. You know where we can get us a Duckets? The bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Then you have people that have no clue what the hell, what was it? Kahlua? What's Kahlua? It's a name brand. You have Kahlua, Kamar, and there's another one. Oh, Coffee Brandy. Yeah, that's it. Then, instead of a White Russian, you have your sombreros, and people are like, what the hell is sombrero? It's one of the easiest drinks you can make, okay? It's Kahlua and milk. You add vodka to that, then you got a White Russian. I'm not a big drinker. I just remember the ones that I have had. I still remember from late teen to early 20s.
Yeah, watch this monster for a minute. Hiya!
What you doing? You got your blanket. Want to say Happy New Year? Yeah, I know you're tripping out. Look, where's the baby? Hi. Yeah. No. Ceiling fan. Not on. Nope. Grandpa going to smoke a cigarette? Yeah. You want a Cheeto? Yes. He can point to let me know what he wants. Yeah, Auntie Brenda. How I say draw? You mean drawer? Drawer? Funny story. My husband said when they were teenagers, they got pulled over by the, not pulled up, I think they were chased down by the cops. And they were questioning one of his friends whose last name was Biaro. And the cop said, how do you spell that? And the other wise ass kid said, D-R-A-W, draw. Which, by rights, it would be D-R-A-W-E-R, drawer. My mom, she used to drink the Little Ponies when she got out of work. She worked part-time. But she had 6 kids, so she would get out of work, and let's say it was spaghetti night. Well, if it's spaghetti night, that means we got the shake cheese, the Parmesan Romano cheese. To my mother, that was like smelling sweaty socks, so she was not going to be sitting at the table while we all sucked down our sketty. So she would remove herself, and she would have her plate of spaghetti minus the shake cheese, and she would go upstairs where she would commence reading one of her Harlequin romances, like Get Me the Fuck Out of Here. She would eat her sketty in her bedroom, and again, when she was kicking back or whatever, she would have a pony beer, which we thought was hysterical. My dad was the cigarette smoker. My mother, no. Every once in a while, she'd put one to her mouth and just be like, we're like, you okay, Ma? Oh, my Lord. We say drawer, but New Englanders say draw. We say drawer. You just don't hear it like car. We say car. You guys think we say car. Like a car. Like 2 cars. Baby said ball yesterday. Ball. Of course, we are playing. Remember? We playing with Meme's ball. We say ball. No, please don't throw it. Ball. I know you want it to roll on the floor. Yeah, no. We'll leave it right up there. That's heavy, huh? Can you say it? Ball. Yay! Ball. Good job. More. Cheeto. Mmm. So good. Hold on. What? More? More Cheeto? Milo's waiting for some too. Mmm. Milo wants a Cheeto. Oh. Look, he's actually got. He's actually got real shoebies on. You can't really see him. Real shoebies. I have a bunch of shit that has been given to me since he was little. I got those hanging shoe bags filled with shoes. But his feet were so damn small. I'm like, he's going to be 3 by the time he fits in any of these. Well, he's 16 months. When he finally, they're just slightly, he's got room to grow. But right, Mama? And he does. The whole reason I'm glad that I can keep these on his feet is because I got him new socks, plus Santa gave him new socks. However, sorry, trying to get the Cheeto stuff. The new socks do not have the safety tread underneath them so that they don't wipe out. And on the laminate floor, oh my God, he was like Bambi on ice the other day. I am boof down on the floor. So with the shoes on, yay, he can still wear the socks and not break his neck. Good. You looking at Caden eat the nuts? I did, and that's funny that you say that because I was thinking the same thing. You just make the things on the bottom of the socks. Actually, I was thinking instead of getting a hot glue one, of getting like a cool glue, cool melt. Somehow, I guess it's still melted. It's just not as hot as a. I had one for the longest time. I don't know where. It's put away somewhere, I think. Because I ran out of my glue sticks, and then when I went and got glue sticks, they were not as wide as my glue gum hole that you shove it in. It's on the agenda. One of those things you keep forgetting, like we haven't had a printer in freaking so long, and it's like that would help with, on so many different things. Yeah, the low temp. Or when you get stuff in the mail, say it's got a magnet, not like a fridge magnet attached to it or something. You pull it off and it's got that gummy kind of glue on it. Guys, say bye-bye. Hey, say bye.
Yeah.
Chippy, you want a Cheeto for the road? Can't give him the whole thing.
No shit.
All right.
All right.
You guys go away. Here, I'll throw one through the slider for you. Come on. Bye. Buddy. I forgot Buddy eats these too. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Oh my Lord. He does. He's so funny when he gets home from work. We get the two dogs at the slider. Buddy's jumping like a circus dog. Milo's whining like a normal dog, or like normal Milo. And then we get the baby. And then he gets highly pissed when he comes in and he's got the two bags and he drops them down and he pets the dogs and he takes one step away from them with the groceries and the baby freaks out like, me. So I usually grab whatever he's coming through the door with so that he can just go right to the baby. And then the mornings when he comes through the curtain out back, because I get the room darkening curtains that I had in front of the crib, I took down once the baby learned how to stand and all that shit, because I figured he'd just pull them right down from the ceiling. So I moved the room darkening curtains to the actual windows, and the window curtain to the doorway of the bedroom to the hallway, because the door is open. Yes, people are probably saying, wouldn't it be easy just to close the door? No, because then you have that thunk, thunk, think, think, click, clack, la, 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 every time you come in and out. 7 stacks in the house. Good morning, Happy New Year, and a slight mugging. Mug. Thank you so much. We are all just hanging out, enjoying the new year, the first day of the new year together. I'm sure there are many other people out there today that will be having fun streams. I'm sure they'll have all types of... I forgot that today is Monday, because yesterday I forget what I was doing. I was sitting out here doing something, and I said to my husband, like, well, who are you listening to? And he was like, FL Thunder and Charlie. I'm like, oh my God, I keep forgetting. It was Sunday yesterday. Oh, thank you. And again, in case you don't know, we're all hanging out here on the beach, enjoying mimosas, some apple cider donuts, some fruit, kick it back. Other people have other places to go, but right now we're all laid back. Yes, we got our clothes on, even though we are at the beach, because many reasons. You don't want to see this in a two-piece, sir. Love getting mugged. It's even better getting fritzed. Only good touching. I would stop at the mid-thigh. Inner. Oh my God. Right? And that's the cool thing. Everybody that's watching somebody else's live stream, dude, you could be like this, watching a live stream, sucking the Cheeto cheese off your fingers, and not wearing a damn thing. Then again, you don't want them people up there scratching their scrotum, then licking the cheese off their fingers. Yeah. I saw a video. A woman got arrested for playing under a towel, and a mom and daughter. Wait a minute. What do you mean playing? What was she playing with herself? Oh my lordy. So like she was like cleaning her pipes out in the open in public? Wow. I'm gonna play you a song from my, what the hell would you even call that? We're gonna call it the JJ organ. It's not a 6-string. On the beach. Dude, come on, huh? That's like when I took my kids to the beach and there was this guru, whatever you want to call him, yogi guy. Sami, Siam, whatever you want to call it, Salabiba. He was over there. And the smallest banana hammock imaginable. Needless to say, yes, it was a thongy. And my kids are like, what in the frick? And then one time they went on a school trip to the beach. Not a school trip, a summertime camp thing. They went to the beach. And my kids came home and tried to explain to me that they saw the old man with the fruit roll-up. I'm like, what? Old man with the fruit roll-up. You know the old man on the beach? So apparently the package in the loincloth to my kids resembled a fucking fruit roll-up. Which I can, like, was it fruit by the foot? No. But I do remember when I was younger, my dad, were we a pajama wearing family? Not really. I think dad had a robe that sometimes he had 5 girls and then the son was the 6th. He had a robe at times, but for the most part, he was in a fucking in a muscle shirt, whatever, tank top. He wore tighty whities, and he must have been hung like a horse because I remember, not to say that about my dad, but I remember being younger, not like 3, old enough to be like, what the fuck is wrong with that? But my dad came walking through the house or out of the bedroom to go to the bathroom, and to me it looked like he shit himself, but in the front. I mean, there was no color or nothing. It just looked like he had some junk in his drawers. And I was like, how the hell did dad manage to shit in front of his fucking underwear? But that wasn't the case. Right? Like, hello. Talk about abrasive. A, dry dock. B, sand in the crevice. And then friction on top of that. Let me just tell you that I've been to the beach where I stayed for, I think, 2 days. I rented a room with my sister and 2 friends, and the 4 of us, 2 to 2, shared a bed. But hey, we were at the beach, okay? But anyways, I'm standing in thigh-high, waist-high water looking for sand dollars and the like. And I had jean cut-off shorts. So needless to say, from the fabric rubbing on my thighs, inner thighs, being at the beach, yada yada, I got a slight abrasive rash or mark on each inner thigh. And my ex at the time was like, yeah, was trying to say that I was there cheating on him and I had, rough sex or whatever it was. Hello, ass face. Why don't you go down there and take a lick? I bet it tastes like salt. Not really. Just kidding. I was talking about my upper thigh where the fucking abrasiveness chapped, right? Like chapped lips, kind of, sort of, but thigh meat. Oh, my Lord. But then again, he was a dick anyways and would just, say shit. Anyways, if I went to the store and I was home 5 minutes later than what the allotted time he gave me, then I was out cheating on him with Bubba. Yeah. I know, right? It's like 11 o'clock in the morning and we're talking about lick my thigh. It's like, oh. No, I've been told peaches. So that can't be a bad thing, right? Like not the raw kind with the peach fuzz, but even then, probably. I'm thinking more canned peaches. The texture, is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, that's it. Dude, years ago, when I worked at a dental lab, there was this dude that worked on the other side of the counter from me. And we had racks, okay? We had racks so that you would put your tray that had your whatever dental stuff. Each tray would go slide down the rack, yada yada. So you had your different racks where incoming stuff would go, where your rush orders would go, where your orders you're working on would go. But you could see through them. So there was this heavy-set dude who I want to say was a Steven Seagal wannabe. He was balding on the top. Yet he had all his hair pulled back in one of those little teeny-weeny, smaller than this ponytail, okay? This is Candles in the house. See happy chappies in the house. Happy New Year. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out. So this overweight Steven Seagal-ish wannabe guy was telling me that he and his wife and their pre-teenage daughter and the daughter's friend go to a nude campground. Me, I'm like, hey, he's chubby, like Dom DeLuise chubby, okay? Like the older Dom DeLuise chubby. Like that, balding, with the Steven Seagal wrap. And I'm picturing this scum. They go to a nude campground. You must use a lot of two products: sunscreen and bug spray. Or maybe it's a combination bug screen. I don't freaking know. But I'm saying to myself, how do you invite somebody else's teenage or pre-teenage daughter to come camping at a nude campsite, do these kids' parents know? A, she's not going to Yellowstone. Well, like fucking brown starfish land, and testy beaches. I'm like, no way. I wouldn't even be caught dead in one of these things. You think I'd want to bring my pre-teenage, pubescent teenage, so she can see all the wangs and changs running around? Let's go play volleyball on the beach. You know what I mean? Let's go hang out on the fucking inner tube. No. Is that part of the thing? Instead of putting sunscreen on, you're rubbing on bug screen. Ooh, don't forget to get, it's like the Lumi commercial. Don't forget to get the inside flappies. You still got to get where the sun don't shine in case you bend over when you're playing horseshoes. The sign language. That's the thing. I use my hands and I have sound effects and I make facial expressions. Oh. I have been banned for life from Bear Brook State Park for life for skinny dipping. Well, you're lucky there was no snapping turtles in there. Imagine that. Did anybody see my Johnson? Call him Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, we found your Johnson. Was floating down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Good. I'm glad you guys love me being me because this is all I know how to be, is me. Lorraine about it. I didn't say I cut it off. I was saying the snapping turtle. However, don't you get testy with me. Okay, so we've already... Hello! We've already been over the all the Lily of the Valley tea. Remember that whole episode? I can't skinny dip pick. I go chunky dunking. I'm trying to think if I ever skinny dipped. If I ever skinny dipped, it was in my cousin's pool. My cousin's above ground pool. And we were, same sex. We weren't there to frolic in the pool. Shrinkage is real. Oh my god. Babe, hold on. Throw me my picky ball. Shrinkage is real. You want to see my stress ball? When I say stress ball, it's like when I'm really feeling testy. I'm sorry, but it just has that scrotum feel. Except picture this being all the little babies. Look, there's Cheryl and Jen and that is why I want to get cremated when I die. Once in my life, I'll have a smoking hot bod. Mama. The only thing with that, the only thing with that, Mama, is how do we know that the mortician or the cremating staff, how do we know it's only our loved one that's on that elongated cookie sheet? How do we know that it's not pig pile on fucking Pep and then they're, spooning a combination of 8 people into the whiskey bottles and the urns and all that? How do I know that I don't even think I have any of my dad's ashes? Because when we got the stupid urn, it was, sealed, hermetically sealed, so we could not, we couldn't share my dad. It's so funny. Years ago when we went to like Spencer's or some kind of like weird novelty gifts in the mall, it was similar to this, except, those Chinese finger locks? Okay. But it was a tube that was about yay long. It was pretty like this. However, it filled with fluid, okay? But this is how this thing worked, okay? With this, I can go like this and smish it, right? With that other thing, it was a tube, okay? So, see how this, when you go like this? Well, that one went this way. So you shook it. You shook this tube that you could stick your finger or something else in if you were a boy and bought it. So now you have this shaker tube. And the shit goes back and forth. Vehicles in the house. Here's one from the dog. I said, oh my God, there's no way I'm buying my kid this wiener wrap gelatinous pocket pussy for kids is what it felt like to me. Oh, I missed. Let me go up here. They do more than one person at a time. Unless they do. See? Hey, I'm sorry, I'm just noticing this now, Ken. Hello, welcome, Happy New Year. And again, I don't mean to laugh at your name, but to me that's like Ken, and fuck. But if Park Rat Pat was here, he would read it right. I'm just gonna say, hey, Ken. Adventures in Michigan with Lisa is in the house. Mugga. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. You get 11 people right now in my house. Hello. Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve, not hanging too much. We spent New Year's Eve over at JP's Tiki Bar. And we are continuing to have it here in the same aspect. We are not in the padded cell today. We are all playing on the beach in our minds, whether we're wearing beach attire or not. We don't care if you're wearing your birthday suit. We don't care if your birthday suit is wrinkled. We don't care if you have tats or no tats. Piercings, to a point. You know, I, to each their own. To each their own. But I'm not going to make out with a pin cushion. So, you know, then again, you don't want to get like, can you imagine being in like this suck fest with somebody and your bull nose ring gets stuck somehow in their tongue line? So now you're, and you're like playing fucking human freaking Twister. Cray. Mama, I got out of bed and put jammies on. Yeah, I put Sprout down for a nap and jumped in the shower. So I went from wearing whatever I sleep in, which I have to have clothes on because I don't want to get up in the middle of the night to have to hang over the crib to find his binky or what. Not that my tatas are huge anymore, but still, you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and have freaking meme coming at you in the butt. What the matter, baby? Come here, let me get you. He's just realizing about skin now. He's like funny. I had a tank top on the other morning, so this shit was like this at my tank top, and he's like no shit. He was doing this, touching me, and then I don't know what possessed him, but he actually like pulled my shirt up. 2 giant picture windows in my living room. Don't want to scare my poor neighbors. Hold on. What is he crying for? What ball? Oh, no. Give him the big harmonica. Okay. It's his in the drawer. I thought we were blowing it the other day. Oh, Gabba, go to Gabba. Gabba, get your harmonica. No, Mike! Go to Gabba, go to Gabba. Sorry, I could hear him crying. He wanted Buddy's ball. So now Grandpa's just blowing into the harmonica and making noises, but hey, it'll work. Yeah, so this ball was intentionally, I don't know why I bought it. It was supposed to be for a little Sprout, and then I realized, hello, baby is teething as he punctures a hole into this and then gets 7 million different little gel beads. Yeah, not good. And then I was going to get him this, but this thing is like I don't know. I don't know if anybody here has ever gone candlepin bowling. This is about the same size, but it has some weight to it. And as beautiful looking as it is, and I really love this. I went back and got this for me. Okay. It's so cool. I just spin it back and forth, and there's a light in here that actually lights up. Where is it? It's a floater. But the weird thing about it doesn't light up like when you bang it on the floor or anything. So it lit up when I was doing it on the floor, back and forth. So I don't know if it's like spinning around. I don't know what it is that actually gets it to work, but my husband was like, that's why you got it at Dollar General, because it only works part of the time. I don't know. I think I spent $4 for it, but to me, I don't know. I look at it like I definitely lose myself in it, almost like I have autism or something. But to me, it's like looking into the galaxy. You know what I mean? It's so cool. And yet, if you were to really look at it, it's like mylar, strips of mylar in a ball with liquid. But it's just, I could stare at it. I could just roll it around and stare at it. So yeah, two of the things that I thought of getting for the kid are now mine. And the picky ball that he had, Milo popped. So now I gotta go looking for a claw machine that has the picky balls in it. But hubby was at my nephew's house the other day, and my niece said that they have a bunch of them somewhere in their house because it's in a claw machine at Chuck E. Cheese. So I don't know if the next time we go there, she's going to hand us a bag of picky balls, or I need to drive to Chuck E. Cheese 20 miles away and go try to get a picky ball for him. I love this ball. Like I said, I love it. I really, as much as I like crystals and all that stuff, and I would love to have a quartz orb. You know what I mean? Like, I would love that. But this, to me, there's just something about, like, I fucking went back for this, okay? Like, hoping that somebody didn't actually buy it before I could get back there. That's how much of a draw this ball. I don't know why. Like I said, it must be some internal thing. But, I mean, it looks magical, even from here. Or it's just me. I don't know how something so mundane can give you so much pleasure, but it feels cool. Like I said, it's got some weight, so just going back and forth, just staring, just where it's sitting now and the light coming through is like doing like bluish flecks, not so much the greenish. It's cool. I love it. I actually am going to look and see if they have possibly a clear one and see if it has the same pull that the blue and the green tint did on me. Like I said, to me, it's like a galaxy bulb, and at the same time, it's got like the colors of like the ocean, you know what I mean? So, but I'm not thinking being submerged underwater, because to me, I have a fear of drowning. So I'm more of the galaxy. Let me take them. I'm this one. What are you doing? Are you being a brat? Come here. Come here. You want a Cheeto? Come here. Look. You don't want one? You don't want one? You don't want that? You want to go up and give you some pups? You just did? No? Do you want it or not? You want to come see me? Hey! Where's your bink? Where's your binky? Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa. There it is. Go get your dog. Where's your flashlight? Under your pillow? See your flashlight? It's under the pillow. Oh, burpy burp burp. Sorry, he's giving Grandpa some Shit. Battery operated bouncy balls. No. All right, I will look for one for you, Mama. They are so cool, aren't they? Definitely. Like I said, I want to see if they have them in different colors, but if I see one like mine, I will definitely pick it up. I think it was $4. I could be wrong, but can't be much more than that. And I seen them at Walmart, but put it back because of the weight. But then I was in my town and I went to Dollar General for something and I saw the same exact thing on the shelf. And I said, oh my God, I'm getting it. Well, not even. I saw it, held it, put it back because, again, to me, I can't just go and, grab something normally. It's got to be for a reason. So I put it back and I got home and I just kept saying, why did I do it? Why didn't I just get the ball? You know how much you like it. It's not like it's for the baby. So I went back. I said, screw it. I had to go back for diapers or something like that. And I went down the aisle and it was moved. But I looked around and there it was. So hello, Sprite. Say hello, Lolita. Good job. I eating a Cheeto. Huh? And it's so funny because he's just looking at him and me. So that smile, he loves watching himself in the videos, like the TikTok videos that we have. He sits there and stares at him, and the smile on his face. Wait, I just want to play one of my favorite ones for you guys. Let me turn this down a little bit. I gotta find it. Hold on, let me scroll. It was first thing in the morning. He just woke up. This one, he loves this one. But watch his face while he's...
You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake gumdrop. Snickums, snickums, you're the apple of my eye.
Who's that? Who's that?
I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing 3 songs to you because you are so dear.
Yeah. Now hold on, and I'll show you guys it. It's not. We still got a few seconds that doesn't play music.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye. And I love you so, and I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing 3 songs to you because you are so dear.
There he is. He loves watching the videos of himself. Let me just get all this off my screen. We do this in the morning after he wakes up, and I grab him a bubba, and sometimes I make myself a coffee, and then we'll sit here and we'll look at my TikTok videos until Grandpa wakes up. What? Want to dip? My son loved the battery-operated bouncy ball. Oh, I know what you're saying now. Yeah. They had like nubs. They were different colors. It had like 20 different nubs, and it would go. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. I don't know why. For some reason, I was thinking almost like Super Balls. Then I was thinking like the hobby ball, that we used to sit on and bounce. And I was like, they had battery operated one. I know. Got it now though. What? That's a big piece. Happy New Year. Oh, yeah, the one on AFB. Yeah. Well, see, I've been teaching him, which is funny. I've been teaching him, like, not to try to get off the bed going head first because he's going to break his neck. So I teach him to lay on his belly and then put his feet over the edge and slowly put himself so that he can touch with his feet. However, with the slide, there's really nothing at the top for him to hang on to. So I'm like, I don't want him to actually attempt to stand up and sit down because what is he going to hold on to? Like, you definitely have to be there to hold on to him for him to sit on his butt and slide. However, he does not have a problem climbing 3 steps and cresting the top and laying on his belly. And let's see. We show everybody. We'll just go get it off of our page, right? There it is. Hold on, let me read. Hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yay! Want to try it on your butt this time? Since Grandpa's there. Hold on. Pay attention. Don't laugh. Pay attention. Okay. You holding on? You gonna grab some milk?
Yeah.
Lay down. Lay down. Ready? So I don't know if you were talking.
Is she forcing you to watch baby videos
I don't know.
again?
No, she said she liked the one of the slide, but I don't know if she meant that one or rug burn on the nose.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Or the one from Christmas. But yeah, that's why we closed up the play yard, the pack and play, the smaller one, because he's starting to. Dude, he can get up on my sisters. He can get up on my daughter's couch and can get up on our couch for the most part, but the love seat's a little bit higher. I don't want him holding. I mean, that one will have a hard time choking on. Okay, but
She don't want him holding these. Don't hold those. That's crazy. Crazy. Get out of here. You can't hold those. Em said no.
That was the one. Okay. His onesie was making him be like instead of him being like, it was holding him back from sliding. Oh, what you doing? Where you going? No, I know Grandpa was gonna let you hold it, and then I said,
No.
Not a good thing.
Not a fan. So let's play with a permanent marker instead.
It's a paint one, but it's dead, so.
Ah,
And I don't think he can get the cover off.
ah.
He can't swallow coin. He can't.
Yeah, he can't swallow.
He can
coin.
swallow coins, but he's not going to swallow a marker unless he's planning on being a circus performer.
All right, anybody got any suggestions for dinner? I don't have a clue.
We still have egg rolls. Well, we just had pork last night, so
Yeah.
you don't want to have pork
Not
again.
really.
I really don't want bloated chicken in a bag.
I don't know. It's cold.
No, I'm saying the kind that we got the other day, our pre-cooked chicken. That,
Yeah.
you know, if we're gonna get a
Instant
chicken,
chicken.
yeah, if we're gonna get a chicken, let's get
What do
one
you
that's
want?
not.
Cook one?
What?
What do you want? A cook one?
We can.
I know we can.
I know. I'm just saying we
Got
can
a
do
brand
that
new
with.
fucking
We
stove,
need to get
yeah.
shake and bake or something. Ow!
Snake my bake.
I take a bake, take.
Snake my bake.
Yeah. Hey, we going, and then either rice or because we've been having freaking potatoes the last couple of.
Mm.
Hey, ooh,
All right, so he needs milk, and that's about it.
He needs some more fruit.
All right. We're off to get some fruit and milk. You folks have a wonderful new year if I don't run into you again shortly here.
See if they have the kind with the strawberry and the blackberries.
What,
You know,
little
on the
flat
side?
tray one?
No, the
One
stand.
that's all mixed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
they
stand.
were out last time.
All right, well, they might have them. And he's down to a half a nana, but last night we had loaded nachos. Ooh. Taco. Oh, we can do tacos.
Taco Bill.
If you don't want to do
Up to you, man.
chicken, we'll need everything though.
Yeah.
You might want to get the next size up for the hamburger. I don't know, because he eats. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything that we normally get for
Taco.
tacos you will need. And milk. Alrighty. Hey, thanks for whoever it was that said tacos, because that's what the route we're gonna go with tonight. Tacos. Of course, my tacos are fairly easy anyways. I'm pretty much a beef, lettuce, cheese. If I use sour cream, it's in between the soft taco and the hard taco. It's supposed to act as a paste to hold the soft tortilla to the crunchy shell. However, it doesn't really keep it together. But it's so much better eating it with the soft wrap around the crunchy, because anybody that eats tacos knows that as soon as you bite into that taco shell, it's going to crunch and crumble. You're going to be like juggling scrambled hamburger, hot scalding scrambled hamburger in grease. The soft taco, yes, the hard taco crunches and crumbles. Bless you. But it's contained inside the soft floured tortilla. So it keeps your taco more together. Then again, you could always just opt for having soft tacos. Hubby buys the combo kit. Now, I would have thunk that he would have been jumping on the pork stew, like beef stew, but we had it with pork. Shut it! Unless he plans on having some of that for lunch. I know, I'm making some pastrami. Oh my God, I just noticed that we're 6 minutes away from the 2-hour mark. What? Cheese, lettuce, sour cream, salsa. See, I don't even do the salsa. The package of the taco kit comes with the seasoning packet and then like a salsa packet that gets thrown back into the taco kit box. And then like the package that the scrambled hamburger comes out of, the ground hamburger, that gets thrown in that, and vice versa along the way. And then I throw that whole thing right in the garbage. But yeah, that package doesn't even go in my refrigerator. But I don't think it's salsa. I think it's the mild or hot sauce stuff that you put on it. I don't do refried beans. Load in that. Oh, for the sticking the tortilla to the shell. Gotcha. Took me a few minutes, but I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I'm not a big bean eater. I know I go by the name of Bean, but doesn't mean I'm gonna eat myself. What? Oh, you want more Cheetos? He's a pointer. So, we're going to take the opportunity now to wish all of you a happy, healthy, prosperous new year. Let's hope 2024 is 10 times better than 2023 was to you. We wish only great things for all of you. We wish only happiness and love. Of course, we know that, sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of rain to enjoy the rainbow afterwards, right? Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, the kid just blinded me. You guys see my eyeball on the end of that thing? Holy shit. I don't even know. I can't even tell you how many times this kid raps me in the eye. Oh, God damn it. Give me that. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Alrighty. Now that I have been concussed. Holy shit. Holy crap. He just beamed me right between my eyes with that marker after getting me in the eye. Stop! Yeah, whatever. Holy shit, this kid just threw me for a loop with 2 whacks. On that happy note, holy shit, I'm crying because he poked me in the eye with a marker. And then he wrapped me. I don't even know if I got the ending of the cover fucking design in my freaking forehead. Holy shit. I need a buffer. I need to keep him arm's length away from me because this kid is kicking my ass lately. 2024! Woohoo! Mugga. You guys, first mug of the year. Let's hope this is the only type of mugging you guys ever get. Is the kind you get when you come to my stream. Oh, man, I won't stop watering. We thank you all for being with us on your very first day of the year. Hanging out and chilling. We love you all. And I'm sure we'll see you on other people's streams throughout the day. You gonna say bye? This way. Look. Say bye. Say bye. I know you just see the baby, but say bye, baby. Bye. Can you blow kisses? Mwah. Mwah. Love you so much. Peekaboo. I see you. That's how I feel right now, though. I only can see out of one eye. Mwah. Yeah, you so much. Say pumpkins. Pumpkins. Mwah. Bye, Mrs. Candu. Mwah. I love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Good job. All right, guys. We will see you hopefully on Friday. Take care. Have a wonderful first week of the year. And we'll catch you guys at the end of the week. Right? Peace out, Cub Scout. Say ball. Ball. Can you say bye? Bye. That works. We love you. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah. Hey, yeah, you so much. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Love you all.